Access control is all about controlling how people or vehicles can gain access to your property. By limiting options of access to your house, garage, shed, shop or office, you can decrease crime for you and for your neighbours. It involves channeling or restricting movement by the use of landscaping, barriers, and sometimes personnel such as security guards. Access control increases the time and effort required for criminals to commit a crime. It can include pathways, landscaping, fencing and gardens. These make it clear where people can go and where they're not welcome. Having clear boundary markers such as these make it more difficult for a person engaging in a crime to make an excuse for why they are somewhere they shouldn't be. Let's look at some of the things you can do with access control on your property or street. Signage. Make sure street signs are clear and undamaged. Report damage or missing signs to your local council. House numbers. These should be visible and easy to see. They should be of a height of 120mm and visible at night. A lockable letterbox is a great idea. This will also help in reducing chances of identity theft. Gardens are great access control measures that should be maintained, grass cut, and no plants growing over windows, as this limits surveillance opportunities. Spiky plants can be planted under windows, but don't allow them to grow over windows. If you have a problem with graffiti, climbing plants can cover walls. Use the right species that won't damage the wall, of course. Hedges define boundaries, but should be kept maintained and no more than 75cm tall. Garden beds and ground cover show boundaries. Be careful of natural ladders, that is, those plants or landscaping that can easily be climbed over or used as a ladder. If you have security measures in place, display warning signs outlining the measures. Don't have a sign for something that doesn't exist though. Fences and gates show boundaries and restrict access. However, be careful of the sort of fence you have in place. A front fence should be of an open design to allow for passive surveillance. Self-closing gates could also be installed. There are a number of technical access controls you can also put in place. These would include that shed and garages should be kept locked, tools locked away and kept out of sight. You should have deadlocks on external doors. All windows should have quality locks, including the windows in your garage. Don't leave the keys in the lock, as thieves can smash the window and access the key. You can also install security screens and grills. Alarms, shutters on doors. As far as your car is concerned, lock the car doors even when it's at home in the garage. Remove valuables from the car, and also you could think about installing one-way screws for car number plates. Organised access control is a little bit more involved, but could include guards, dogs and the police. There is so much we can all do to limit the opportunities for those contemplating a crime by taking simple access control measures. Let's make it harder for criminals.